This man is 80 years old and just bagged an absolute cougar without even taking a breath. Not only did he take her breath away, he took his own breath away. A man so epic that the land of the living could not constrain him for too long. A hero so heroic that not only did he slay the Demon King, but he slayed this geriatric elf's heart. Himmel the Hero? No. Himmel the Chad. This isn't one of our usual brain-dead rom-coms. There's no harem trope where our hero has to choose between a handful of Gyaru lusting over him. Though if Himmel wanted it to be that type of anime, it certainly could have been. But no, this ain't about that. This is beyond that. This is a real-life, high-fantasy journey. Himmel is actually only alive for like a grand total of 48 seconds in this show. It's called Frieren Beyond Journey's End. It's not Himmel's fantastic journey to slay demons in Elf Coochie. It's Frieren at the funeral. This man is supposedly nothing but a footnote in the long life of a pointy-eared stoic grandma. Yet our whole journey revolves around him simply because of, no doubt about it, the implication of Himmel. I'd be thrilled if I had somebody even sneezing at my funeral. If their eyes got a little watery from allergies or dust, I'd take that. But Himmel has Frieren bawling her eyes out for the first time in a millennium. That's next level impact. His Chad aura somehow grew stronger after death. Apparently in Japan they have a saying that goes, Himmel would have done that, to inspire people to do good things. It's like the whole what would Jesus do shtick. Except this time I feel inspired to do good things for my community, instead of bringing a bunch of people out to dinner just to eat bread. Should I help this old lady jaywalk and not get hit by a bus? Himmel would have done that. Helped her, that is, not let her get hit by a bus. All that inspiration from one episode and some flashbacks. We'll sometimes go 4 or 5 episodes in a row without even the word him being uttered, and yet Himmel is still teaching the youth of Japan on how to properly live your life. Got those kids in their little yellow hats thinking twice before becoming the class bully. Old Himmel? Gilf. Young Himmel? Hilf. The H stands for hero. And husbando. He's got that little beauty mark sitting under his eye, to signify that his beauty is beyond the realm of normal beauty. Perhaps it's a beauty so beautiful that it is beyond Journey's End? I mean, he did rizz up Frieren so hard that she didn't realize until a solid 100 years later that she had just been proposed to. Imagine you're so suave and swoop in so quickly on one knee, push that ring on, and the old elf hag is still thinking about that moment after a century. I took like 4 hours and saved up for months to surprise my wife with her engagement ring. Himmel just hits up at the local K-jewelers, grabs the first ring he sees, and locks down his elf waifu. Like, just think about this for a second. The Demon King is destroying life as we know it, and Himmel, the man tasked with destroying the Demon King, is taking time out of his day to hit on Granny Frieren. The weakness of the hero is not his flesh, it is the flirtation of fossils. It also might be feet, because for as little fan service as there is in this show, we certainly get some prominent foot shots, so maybe that's what the hero is into. Further solidifying Himmel as both a gentleman and a scholar. You know, as a scholar myself, I had to read a book about a sword that was stuck inside of a stone in elementary school. Something like that. I think maybe it was related to King Arthur. Perhaps King Julian. Irrelevant. All I learned from that book is that the sword does not make the man. Himmel doesn't need to pull the hero's sword out to defeat the literal embodiment of evil. He just did it with a normal Dollar Tree sword. Could have done it with a foam pool noodle if he wanted. Himmel is him. He is simply built different. Heroes have no need to pull out. Truly, J.R.R. Tolkien is the real heroic Chad here, for without him an anime like Frieren wouldn't even exist. I'd like to think that somewhere, Tolkien is looking down on our world and smiling as he cuddles up to his Frieren body pillow. Both Himmel and Tolkien are not only the Lord of the Rings, but the Lord of the Chads and Lord of the Waifus as well. Subscribe to S-Class Anime? Himmel would have done that.